Hey guys, welcome back. Oh, I, I was wondering why I couldn't get my menu or my keyboard working, but I had my mouse on control, and it wasn't letting any of the other keys respond. Unfortunately, guys, as you can probably tell here, we're not running the best FPS, but that's to be expected, as this is a very big match. Now, here we are. We're sending our fleet to Alpha Centauri in an effort to colonize the planet. And then to Caleb. And the point of that right there is to cut the Cardassians off and leave it so the only way they really have to colonize is not cutting us off here, but going over there into the unknown space, as well as making their way to the Klingons. Alright, and that was just a text from my dad. I don't know if you heard it, but I told him that we should get a pie, as today is Pie Day. Alright, there we go. Now, I don't remember how the research facilities were going. I don't know how many we got up and running. Oh, we discovered Orion. I thought I had already discovered Orion. It must be an... There's 2 Orions. Alrighty then. What was it doing? But Vega. I believe Vega still needs some research facilities. Let's see. There's that. And there's that. Marked with that. And another one of those. Let's take a look. And that'll add 2 more of those. And 2 more. So we just need 2 more of each facility, which we should be able to put on Alpha Centauri, but we're not going to. Alpha Centauri is going to be a production world. We're going to be able to produce starships here. Okay, the Klingons have a mission. They would like some tritanium. There you go, Klingons. Take your tritanium. Alright. Now, we are no longer the largest in colonization, and we are also not the... Ooh, we discovered Risa. I believe Risa's probably down here. Or not. Risa is... Where is Risa? Oh, there it is. This is a nice planet. And Risa isn't actually a Class M planet. That's something that they got wrong. It's just, they have weather control systems that make it like a Class M planet. I don't exactly agree how the star chart is lined up, but it's still pretty cool. Oh my, now as you can see, the Romulans have mass amounts of worlds, and I am in last place on research, which is not the best. So I suppose that's kind of a hint. I should do some weapons research. And also, let us look at defense research. The research for outposts. There we go. Now we've cleared Alpha Centauri of all hostiles at this point. And the USS Atlantis is ready to colonize. Now the Atlantis has successfully colonized Alpha Centauri, so I will give it orders to move to Caleb. Well, I think it did. Yeah, I thought so. All right, so they just need some more dilithium. Now I'm actually very surprised by just I was not expecting the other factions to really colonize so much. and I'm really surprised by how much they have colonized. I thought we would have that lead for a decent amount of time, but you can see that is not the case. Now, ooh, diplomatic mission from the Borg. They want dilithium. I'm sorry, Borg, but I don't have enough dilithium to really go around right now. Alright, well, I'd like a new colony ship to be built online. Voyager returns home. Research has been completed. Check out this colony ship. And, let me just... I'm just gonna lower these guys. Just, because I don't want the lag to... I really don't... It is lagging a decent amount, and this is a really big game. I just don't want the, what is it? I really don't want it to be too laggy. But this, the graphics, we are in game, which means this is just going to take a couple seconds. Hopefully not too long. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, guys. Well, that's not, I guess that's not really what I wanted to say. I'm hoping that we're going to win, and I'm also hoping I didn't crash something or anything. My FPS is fluctuating right now, so I'm going to say that's a sign that we are back. Alright. That helped, like, not at all. And everything still looks, the graphics still look relatively good to me. I mean, ooh. Let us rename this to the USS Voyager, because that bothers me. Alright. And we'll reroute Voyager to Caleb. And Voyager will give it the ability for a hollow fleet. There we go. I didn't think Janeway would spawn in. But let's take a look at the Voyager. I really do love this ship. Yeah. Oh, this bothers me right here. There's like no hull armor there for some reason. I don't know why. It bothers me a little. Alright. Oh my. The Cardassian Union is much bigger than I originally thought. I don't know if anybody has really entered a conflict with each other yet. But I don't plan on sticking around with my ships to go find out. The Federation is going to be very much isolated. We're not going to have... we're going to limit our contact in other people's borders as much as we can. Now, I believe that Caleb is going to be a really nice planet for us to achieve. Ooh, a new enemy planet. I believe this is a Cardassian planet. The Cardassians are not completely killing us. Oh, there's Beta said. Now, have we discovered their homeworld? I do not know. Oh, this is the homeworld. They started off on Beta Z, alright. The Klingons started off here, the Romulans started off there, and nobody has really found any sign of the Borg at the moment. Which is really nice. But normally by now, I'd see a Borg cube at least. There we go. The Voyager is making its way slowly but surely to Alpha Centauri. The battle for Caleb is still going on. Let's how is this doing? There we go. I'm sure we probably have some massive research we can work on. Alright, let's get another Maya type up and running. And while we're at it, we'll upgrade the logistic development for Alpha Centauri. See if we can get some research stations there anyway, even after all the shipyards are built. Now let's go take a look at the US Voyager. Wow, would you look at that? I wonder if this is why I'm lagging, because so many planets are loading up. Alright, so we have entered warp. Now, you can see the explosion in that planet, and you can't see any ships. Oh yeah, you can kind of see ships. And you can see that they are all Federation starships. And Voyager is going to rendezvous with them. Now let's go take a look at what we've got here. You would like me to destroy 5 Revan ships. Well, I'm not going to do that. You want some dilithium, and I can't give it to you. I'm sorry. I feel like the Borg are somewhere around here, and I don't want to be the one who angers them. I don't feel like that's very good for me. I'm very much a middle person right now in the game. Alright, well, I would like a station here. Or have the Borg been wiped out? No, the Borg are there. Maybe we have to take wormhole access to get to the Borg. I still think that'd be really cool. But I don't think that's the case. Anyway, you can see that the Cardassians are exploring this area. And that is something we do not like or want. So let's colonize that planet, and then let's give the order to... Let's expand our borders this direction. And let's research this. There we go. How's that colony ship doing? It's in transit. Right, I needed a outpost here in case any Klingons can get any ideas. I could probably use an outpost in the Sol system, in Sol itself. And there is a Cardassian ship at Caleb. He did colonize. This planet's very fractured. Either that or those are all streetways and stuff. But alas, we have captured the planet Caleb. We don't have a lot of dilithium, unfortunately, and it's something that we really should kind of look into. Caleb is going to help us out though, because it is a very dilithium rich area right here. Now I'm hoping this FPS really picks up, because well, it's not easy to play on such FPS. Well, I don't know how bad it is for you guys, but the frame rate isn't that bad. Although you can clearly see that the quality of everything has been reduced. Alright, well, where does this planet take us? Benzar. We need tier 4 colonization. Alright. Well, why don't we work on tier 4 colonization? Oh, look at that. We need more dilithium. That surprises nobody, I tell you that. We probably have the worst dilithium. Oh, we have the worst almost everything economy. How lovely. Now, has this planet been conquered by the Romulans? Because if not, I would like to take it. Oh my. Oh my, my, my. We're attacking, one really, really large cruiser. Oh boy. Our fleet should be able to handle this. Although we really should look into the trade port at Caleb. Let's invest in that. There we go. Now, a Griffin class and some Nausicaan raiders. What do we need here to deploy an outpost? We require a lot of resources that we do not currently have. So just quickly ensure that we don't get killed off. Reroute you there. We'll have to... I really am worried that the Borg are not... that we have not really seen the Borg anywhere. That is worrisome. Although I can only... Oh, see, here's Kronos. So the Klingons should have started even... or over there. Alright. But we're now doing tier 4 colonization research, so we'll wait out here, and we'll colonize this planet when the opportunity arises. Well, actually, why don't we... How is this fleet holding up? This fleet is very much damaged. Could use some reinforcements or even some repairs. Let's see. Let's grab one of these. Let's pump out some Excelsiors. We've been going on long enough where we should be getting Excelsiors online. Now, Alpha Centauri. So again, this is very much going to be our what is it? Our shipbuilding world. So let's build some Miranda classes. We can only get 3 at the moment, but those 3 should provide decent reinforcements for the fleet. And let's see, we should be building these in both space docks. Yep. Alright. We're now number 2 in colonization and 4th in research. 2nd largest fleet, 3rd in defenses, 4th in capital ships. And our economy has greatly improved. So, ship production has already completed at Alpha Centauri. Enemy planet discovered, Starbase 10. Well, the fact that the planet is literally called Starbase something is kind of interesting. And it is a pirate base. And it just looks like a typical pirate base. Alright. So we have achieved tier 4 colonization. And it looks like the USS Atlantis has already begun the colonization process. Give the fleet orders. There's a lot of dilithium, which will help out our economy a lot. Now, we're also going to need to start spreading culture, it looks like, because we're not really doing that, and our planets are becoming less and less dedicated to us. So, yeah. Now, the Federation has enemies on every side, which is kind of unfortunate. I'd like to set the orders to attack these Condor class raiders, or that Condor class, and we're just going to kind of watch this battle here, and I'd like to hope that my other Federation ships will be warping in soon. Alright. Alright, well, these 3 Federation ships are under heavy fire, and they could really use some support. And let's take a look at the rest of the fleet. Looks like the rest of the fleet is moving towards the battle area, but it's moving pretty slow. Or max, probably at its max speed. Well, this ship has taken some extreme damages, and it looks like it's gone. That Federation ship just exploded. And we have one more, and that one looks like it's just... The reinforcements were just too late, barely, which is quite unfortunate. The Maquis have just taken their first casualties in this battle. Let's take a look. The USS Voyager, we can see her here, is approaching. It looks like she has created a hollow fleet, but we lost another Miranda class, it looks like, unfortunately. They just lost another ship, I believe. Now, let's see here. It's very hard to determine whose ship is who, especially with Voyager now, but it looks like I see that Jaeger class there. We have definitely taken casualties in the fight for this planet, and this fleet will most likely have to remain here for a little while it builds up and we get some reinforcements from Alpha Centauri. But let's just make sure I haven't missed anything major while we watch our, oh my, possible victory, I'll call it. Because whether or not we are victorious is still yet to be determined. Although I do believe we will be. We've taken very heavy casualties in this battle, and it looks like another Jaeger class is coming in to engage us. This Jaeger class is extremely damaged, though. Its shields are down. How is our main capital ship doing? The USS Atlantis is doing just fine. The Saber classes have taken heavy damage. We've lost a lot of Mirandas. Let's see. We have a couple Jaegers inbound. Looks like, I believe this is the last. These are the last of their ships. Alright. Well, it looks like Voyager's turning around to make another flyby. We've just destroyed a Jaeger, but with the Voyager, but we can now reinforce shields with the Atlantis. Our capital ships appear to be the two main ships, or our capital ships appear to be the main ships at the moment. We have a couple Saber classes which are still alive, but I don't know how long that will last. You can see Voyager is next to a Jaeger class right now, and you can see how similar it looks. And really, let us take a look and see where Voyager is. There it is. And Voyager is still around. The shields are a little weak, but it's a pretty nice ship. It's not going anywhere. So there goes the last of our Saber classes. It's left as a 2v2 right now, I believe. Oh, that makes 1v2 plus all those little I can't think of the word off the top of my head. Not scouts. Oh, plus all those little shuttlecraft. But let's take a look here. This Jaeger class is heavily damaged. It's got the USS Atlantis right on it, and Voyager is turning around for another run. So in the end, yes, we did win. The costs of our victory were extreme, and I'm not a fan. But that did give us, watching that gave us time to build up resources, which gave us time to prepare for this new shipment of Excelsior class starships. These are very nice starships. They even come with their own refit, which is even more powerful. And the Excelsior refit, which is Lakota, was introduced in Deep Space Nine. Which I really did actually like Deep Space Nine. A lot of people didn't, but I did. I watched the whole thing, suffered through the first 4 seasons, but after that it gets so much better. Alright, we're going to do that. You can take a look here, just admire the Excelsior classes. I very much enjoy these ships. The Voyager has lost her shields. Alright, what do we have? We have a Romulan fleet. Alright, we are going to fall back into Alpha Centauri. I'd like to order a full retreat. Yeah. So all ships are set to retreat. I really don't want to lose Voyager, and I don't want to lose the Atlantis either. We've lost every other ship. And frankly, I really don't, it's not going to be good if we lose this. Unfortunately, the Romulans are going to be taking control of this planet, most likely. But they don't have a very large fleet defending it, or even attacking us at the moment. So we'll take it back from them, probably once our Excelsior classes are done. In fact, we could probably have sent reinforcements instead of falling back. But I don't want to risk losing 2 ships that are so valuable. And I mean, Voyager desperately requires repairs. Don't know if we're going to actually be able to see any fire or anything coming from the ship, but the hull is damaged pretty severely. Let's make our way here. Haven't done enough defensive research. We do not have enough supplies for that station I want on the Klingon border yet. It's a major yet. The Romulans took me by surprise there at Saria, after we fought so long and hard to attack that planet and conquer it. It was all in vain. Alright, so as you can see, we're regrouping a fleet, except this time we have 10 Excelsior class starships, and these are much better. I would hope they're much better. Let's just take a look at them. Let's take a look at what we were using. Sabers, alright, and Mirandas, and you can see the phaser damage and photon torpedo damages on these are not the best. So now let's go to our Excelsior. Look at the improvement. It's ridiculous. I didn't really give you that much time, but whatever. Also, it's kind of hostile, but you know what? That's what happens. Benzar is under attack. The Romulan fleet has mobilized to Benzar and is currently attacking. So I would like to give our fleet the orders to make their way to Benzar. And let us create one fleet. And I will be right back, you guys. Hold on, someone's calling me. Sorry about that. My sister was confused. And she was trying to tell me what to do, but yeah. That's as far as I'll get into it right now. My god. So they are firing at this planet, yes. Alright, so the Romulans have publicly, it is obvious to me, the Romulans are showing an act of aggression. And this will be met with force. Now, let's see, our fleet is arriving at Caleb. We still need 4 research facilities to be put online, and I would like to get that out of the way. There we go. Our ships are beginning to warp to this area. There we go. And let's group all these guys again. And give the order to attack the Romulan capital ship. Alright. Okay, and one here. And finally, one last. There we go. So there's all the research out of the way, so we can start focusing more towards economic planets. Now, unfortunately, the Romulans feel the need to be picking a fight right now, which is not going to work in their favor, I'll tell you that. We will also develop the Lakota-class refit for our Excelsiors. And let's watch and see how this goes for the Romulans. We're entering weapons range, and as you can see, there's an excessive amount of firepower. The shields have taken heavy damage. Voyager's hollow fleet is engaging as well. Voyager herself is in the combat too, although the ship has undergone decent repairs at this point. Now, did I give the order here? Yes, I did. More capital ships. So the battle for this area is beginning. See how our relations with the Klingons? Relations with the Klingons are not good. Relations with the Romulans are not good. Relations with the Cardassians are also not the best. And once again, there is no sign of the Borg. Huh. Now, how are we doing over here? The Romulans are on the run, and I don't really blame them for that. This Federation fleet is a little larger than I think what they were expecting. also more advanced. And hopefully the Romulans, at least their Tomalik class, or Tomalik himself or whatever, hopefully will be facing defeat here. There we go. Now he's going to warp out. Gonna see here. Now we have succeeded in the defense of this planet, and we will take the fight to Saria. And the fleet will be positioned in Saria, where we will start setting up defenses. And to do that, we would need to research these defenses, which are our phaser turrets, our torpedo turrets, and our soul-type defense stations. And we can also get all of these. Now we will, come on. This planet has not been conquered by the Romulans. In fact, it is still a neutral world, which is fantastic for us. Oh, there are Romulan ships here, these two Griffin classes. They're going to attempt to flee, but they're not going to get very far. There we go. Now, defenders near Vega. Vega is under attack by a large-scale Romulan fleet. And we do not have the firepower to do anything about it. Some of our options are to back off. Is the colony ship still here in Vega? It is. Deploy the outpost. We'll try and hold the Romulans off for the time being and deploy the outpost. There. Alright. The defense and colonization of Soria is going to be a #1 priority, but unfortunately we can't reroute any more ships there, as we now unfortunately have to realize the dangers is closer to home than originally anticipated. Oh god. And the Borg have made their appearance. Lovely. See, Romulan ships have not really taken any heavy damages, although we are developing the starbase now. I'd like to order all ships back to the starbase. Hold position, all tight. We have lost the USS Ranger. Which leaves us a decent amount of resources. We need another Galaxy class online. Bring the defensive line back to Teller. We have colonized Saria. And our main fleet is here. Unfortunately, all the planets around here in the Saria area are Romulan. So we are going to have to be careful. Alright, now the starbase is complete, and where is it? Oh, it's right there. Starbase is going to begin opening fire on these Romulan ships. Although, unfortunately, at this point, I believe it is just a distraction, which I can use to my advantage to get a backup fleet online. Now, the Excelsior classes do require a lot of resources, but they are very strong. Now, we do have another Galaxy class, the USS Bismarck. Ooh, come on. Don't autosave on me. That's mean. I like to reroute the Bismarck to Teller. Unfortunately, I believe the Romulans may have a successful, may have launched a successful surprise attack on us. I don't know if we've even taken out any of their ships, but I can tell you that we are in no position, or the defenses here were not in no position whatsoever for a full-scale Romulan attack. We were not prepared. Let me just use this as an opportunity to put up a phaser turret or two, just because I would like to keep this trade line operational throughout the siege of this planet. We could launch a counterattack on the Romulans and these planets here, but ooh, yep, they were laying minefields here the last time we saw. And it's probably a lot more severe. Alright. Does Benzar have trade going? Yes, it does. But you do not have trade going, which is not nice. Get a trading outpost online. There we go. How is our fleet looking? Slowly but surely, Excelsiors are being built. There's not enough metal at this point. I would like to get more of a fleet at Teller, and I wish I could get it there faster. I like how the Galaxy classes just look, but especially in this game. Alright, but we have been playing for quite a while. Yeah, quite a while. So I'm gonna call this an episode, guys. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment. You know the drill. I wasn't really expecting this Romulan attack. I was expecting hostile actions against perhaps the Cardassians or maybe even the Klingons. Romulans, though, I didn't expect it. So that was a little bit of a surprise, but I will see you guys in the next episode, where we will continue, hopefully launching a successful counterattack against this Romulan assault. And probably we're going to work on strengthening our economy and fortifying our borders. We're not going to actually work on conquering any Romulan planets, just because I don't feel we're in a position to do that yet. Especially since we're so separated, it would have to be a war on two fronts, and I'm not prepared to do that. But anyway, guys, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.